Good day everyone. Today I will be presenting Article 2087 of the Civil Code of the Philippines. This provision explains the essential nature of pledge and mortgage contracts. These contracts are very common in real life, such as when we pawn jewelry or take a housing loan. Article 2087 highlights how collateral works and how both debtor and creditor are protected. Article 2087, it says that it is also the essence of these contracts that when the principal obligation becomes due, the things in which the pledge or mortgage consist may be alienated for the payment to the creditor. In simpler terms, this means that when the debtor fails to pay, the property used as the collateral can be sold or disposed to settle the debt. We have here contracts being referred to. The contracts mentioned here are pledge and mortgage. In a pledge, the debtor gives a movable property. Example is like jewelry, a watch, or car as a security. In a mortgage, the debtor uses an immovable property. Example here is land or a house, but keeps possession of it while the creditor has a legal right over it. In both cases, the property is not given as ownership to the creditor. It is given only as a security for the debt. We have here essence of these contracts. The essence or the essential feature of pledge and mortgage is that if the debtor cannot pay when the loan becomes due, the property used as collateral may be alienated, meaning it can be sold. Without this right to sell, this contract would have no real value because the creditor would have no way to recover the money owed. Next, protection of both parties. This article also shows balance between the debtor and the creditor. The debtor is protected because the creditor cannot simply take the property for himself. The practice known as pactum commissorium is prohibited under Article 2088. The property must be sold fairly, usually through auction or foreclosure. The creditor is protected because the law gives him the right to recover the loan. By selling the collateral, he is not left with nothing if the debtor fails to pay. Let me give you an example. Juan borrows 100,000 from Pedro to secure the loan. Juan gives Pedro his gold necklace as a pledge or mortgage his land as a collateral. If Juan pays one time, Pedro must return the necklace or cancel the mortgage. But if Juan fails to pay, Pedro cannot keep the necklace or the land. Instead, he has the right to sell it. If the necklace sells for 120, Pedro gives 100 and gives the 20 excess back to Juan. If it only sells for 80,000, Juan still owes Pedro the remaining 20,000. This shows how both parties are protected.